students, today we will see the mechanism of action of anti-malarial drugs. So first of all, we are seeing the mechanism of main classes, that is the 4-aminoquinolines and 8-aminoquinolines. So the 4-aminoquinolines basically work, the malaria itself when occurs, it goes through this reaction. These are the series of reactions which take place, but when we are giving a drug to inhibit this infection, there is inhibition of one of the step which is going on when we are not taking a drug. So what happens usually when malaria is there, the hemoglobin which is taken up by the mosquito after biting uses the host hemoglobin. That mosquito uses the hemoglobin of the host to form amino acids. It forms amino acids, and there is a product through metabolism, there is a product formed FP9, which is this particular complex molecule ferriprotoporphyrin 9. This is ferriprotoporphyrin 9 is the complex which is formed by the plasmodium metabolism, and the amino acids are formed by using the human blood. And what is the product form? It is the hemetin, and this hemetin is basically toxic to the parasite. The parasite plasmodium, if it remains to this stage, then it is very toxic to the parasite and it will not be able to grow. But through its metabolism, it converts this complex molecule into hemozoin. Hemetin is converted, hemoglobin from the blood is converted to hemetin, which is a complex molecule, group of complex molecules, and by polymerization of this molecule, the metabolism in the parasite converts it into hemozoin, which is non-toxic to the parasite, and it grows and grows. It makes amino acids, and this is also non-toxic, so it grows very easily into the host. But we want the anti-malarial drugs to work in one of the steps to inhibit this non-toxic product which is formed through the metabolism. So basically what is happening, the host hemoglobin is being transported in the food vacuole of the parasite, that is plasmodium, and digestion of hemoglobin is occurring. This hemoglobin is being digested, and it gives the products, that is amino acid, and one of the product which is formed is the heme-hemetin complex. This is heme-hemetin complex which is toxic to the parasite, but it will not be stopped here. The parasite will use this hemetin in the vacuole and get it converted into hemozoin, which is non-toxic, and it is a polymeric form of this complex molecule. So the plasmodium converts it into non-toxic form, that is the hemozoin. This hemozoin is insoluble and inert. It is very insoluble and inert and has no biological effect to the plasmodium. So it grows as amino acids are being formed as a byproduct. So it grows on. But the drug, when the drug is being taken, it binds to the hemetin. The drug binds to the hemetin, and what happens, hemoglobin of the human, it gets converted into hemetin, and to this part the drug binds. This complex is being taken and binded with the drug, this complex molecule, and what happens, drug hemoglobin in the place of hemetin. This complex is formed, which through the pi bonds of the drug and this porphyrin ring, porphyrin complex and the drug molecule, which we have seen so many structures in the classification, they make the pi bonds, and to this it is being stopped, and this is toxic to the parasite. So it is not able to convert this, as it is blocked here, it is not able to convert it into hemozoin, which is non-toxic, and this blocks the crystallization of this into polymeric form. This polymeric form would be non-toxic to it, so it stops here and inhibits the growth of the plasmodium parasite, and there is death of the parasite. This is the main mechanism which occurs when we are taking a drug, that is 4-aminoquinolase. Now the other class is the 8-aminoquinolines. It goes through this mechanism also, and there is alternate mechanism also which is working, which is called as auto-oxidation. So in this, if it goes through this way, then also it will bind to this particular complex and inhibits the further growth by not getting it converted into hemozoin. So the main point where the inhibition occurs of these quinoline classes is at this, it binds here, or the drug binds to this and blocks this. So this step is inhibited by quinolines. The alternate mechanism through which the 8-aminoquinolines work is through the auto-oxidation. This auto-oxidation produces many ROS. ROS means some reactive oxygen species are being formed through the oxidation of our drug, and which causes the oxidative damage that results in the damage these reactive oxygen species, which are cell destructive oxidants. Basically they destruct the cells and causes oxidative damage to the critical steps which are going on and components of the plasmodium, and inhibits its growth and make them die. So what is the process? This is the whole drug in which nitro group is converted. How it is converted? Amino group is very easily converted into nitro, and when there is electron attack over it, then it gets converted into anion and radical. So anion is formed and radical is formed, which through the oxidation, oxygen is present there, and what happens, a radical and a anion is formed. This is known as superoxide radical. Superoxide radical ion when there is oxidation, and it gets converted into the drug itself, that is ARNO2. Then what happens, this is one of the ROS, that is the reactive oxygen species, and the other, what happens, this radical superoxide radical ion, when electron acts over it, it gets converted into, in the presence of acid, there is acid present, and it gets converted into H2O2, that is hydrogen peroxide. This is the second ROS which acts for the destruction of the component which are essential for its growth. Then what happens, hydrogen peroxide can itself get converted into radical, that is hydroxy radical, which is also acting as a reactive oxygen species for destructing the cellular components of the plasmodium and inhibit its growth and make them die. So this is how main class, that is the quinolines, work for the anti-malarial action.